once more into the fray.
All right. ZETA on defense, VARREL on attack. Who can get their first win? Why does no one use veto on split anymore? Because everyone... The way that people play veto, you might as well use the chamber.
Comfortably, and Klaus in over the top, straight onto the A site for a quick plant. That's what you're going to get here on Fracture. Fast plays. Zexy deletes Absol, takes him out of the picture early on in the piece, and well, VARREL not off to a bad start. Happy to play for the retake here.
Oh my
ZETA have essentially kind of just walked their way onto the site, but they're going to find it a little bit more difficult now that TPU's starting to come across.
That's half, though.
It's halfway through.
Oh,
Zuna
he got hit by it.
going to finish off Shota. Flash coming through as well, and unfortunately for ZETA, it just feels like there's really not much of a chance in this round at all.
Yeah, I mean, it's got way too much after plan util.
Well. So what are you going to do?
We understand the waylay. It's to dash top of site and get a plant. Now what?
The most amazing pistols I've seen from this team.
What is the other rounds?
Everything down to the post.
I mean, this is a classic. This is
not very common, but
Fnatic used to do this a lot.
Life speed onto the top.
The second missile, he got hit, so I think he thought he couldn't tank it.
No, it's the salvos and the molly instead.
Yep. The delay game, really. Well,
ZETA certainly should be stunned, but as VARREL, you just continue moving forward now. Marshall Ghosts, we'll see the money man make some money moves.
Let's see what Klaus can get up to. That's one shot through, ports back to safety. Happy days, that's exactly what you want. Perfect start to the round here for VARREL. Perfect start to the map as well.
Nice shot.
A sharp shot from
Nice shots.
Zexy. Make it 2.
Yeah, it's looking
Still
sharp.
through for the third as well. This round going to be much more routine looking.
No one's really
round out.
snowballing though, so
Yeah. Otherwise, for ZETA,
they can maybe get a tail first. We'll see.
And continue forward with more alts getting built up. I mean, I think
That Lev comp, they did
Suna,
something similar, right? They did a similar pistol where they wanted to do this as well.
With potential stuns, that could be a lot of damage.
Yeah, that
Off to the
first
other
shot's
end,
real
though.
nice, man.
I mean, just seeing how ZETA's new composition could come into play as well. You got the double duelist showdown to the Rays. He has been pretty good so far today.
Yep.
XDL on the judge. Okay.
Zexy happy to move quickly towards that B site.
I mean, they picked the right site here.
Salvos
Salvos to break the trips as well.
Goes straight into a cage or two, and so position given away will be an easy one for XDL. Sugar Zero and XDL though do drop on the entry from VARREL in the end, and it's just so tough to defend on this map.
Yeah. Everything's so fast as well when it's these two teams right now.
Yeah. Well, this is the perfect VARREL map, honestly, now that I'm watching a little bit more of it, but we'll see whether or not
Very
that
nice
remains to
shots.
be true. They are locking in this round.
Yeah, looking a little rough as
Zeta,
ZETA, man. Looking a little rough.
The double up there from LP, and so VARREL
They're tucked into heaven more.
3-0. And I don't know.
They kind of play risky here. They
I'm
give him
just
some
a noob,
kills.
Which I am. Like, let's be real. I've not said anything intelligent on this broadcast so far.
No need
today.
for a cent if you're going to run every single
that
round on attack. Sure, but the other team should at least be going aggro.
But
Or you
this
just
feels
then...
like it's a map that
They should have
plays
just
to
won
the strengths
3-1.
of VARREL. Chaos, speed, aggression.
Should always have answers on defense for this, for sure.
Big brain. Don't sell
Jaws with the tier 1. Thank you for the 41 mums. I appreciate you, Jaws. Thank you. Mate, thank you for all the bits as well in the past also.
From ZETA, but just seeing what we're, well, watching.
Kind of nice from ZETA though, right? They realize that they're going fast. We get the 1-3-1 that we asked for. It's a good sign.
It's ZETA on an eco, so you kind of want to watch out for it. But
So at least they know the answers.
We got to strap
But
in because
VARREL
it
goes
feels like the
slow on
rounds
this
are
one.
gonna be quick and
VARREL
fast.
are expecting them to do this,
Continue in the second half
especially because
as
they're
well.
eco.
You've got the Brim out as well, which is going to be obviously a little bit of a faster style from your smokes as well, as opposed to something like an Omen. So both teams going to be really leaning into that quicker pace for the most part, at least in terms of.
Actually a
how
good
they
sign
can
that
play out.
ZETA
Just gonna be
do
punching.
this without a timeout.
Klaus waiting for some kind of re-aggression here from ZETA. Actually going to get it. It was a bit of an awkward timing maybe, but still actually just...
Yeah,
actually
they could have been a
manages
little more
to
together here, but
kill Zexy.
Still, the pre-barrier plan is like good.
The L down. The cage though, boy, it just completely threw his aim off. And ZETA
He got an
have
extra one
somehow
here as well.
swindled around out of
No
nowhere.
way,
Sugar
Sugar
Zero's
Zero,
got
that's
the
nuts.
ball.
You get some gun upgrades, got an ult here as well.
How is this happening again?
Not sure it should have gone that easy
Every
though.
time, VARREL starts to look amazing with some of the set plans and executes. They actually did so much work. Free kill onto the Outlaw. Some, lines down the zip line, you go back around, you actually have amazing entries with the relay bolt. But into the actual fight itself, it's a Singer and the classic right click. Sugar Zero, what a hero with how he plays around the site.
Yeah. That's the epitome of making something from nothing.
VARREL go back to their insta
I mean, it's one
strats
way
on
to win your
this.
first round on the map. I'm not sure it's enough to necessarily convince me that you're going to have a stellar defense here. Convergent paths out though. Hasn't really resulted in a whole lot. It's a 1-for-1 now. VARREL starting to once again take matters into their own hands. The flash might try to slow them down a little bit, but LP will drop anyway. Rotates come across to this A side.
The XDL winning that duel actually means it's winnable.
ZETA hears the footsteps, however, and perhaps through some slight timings, they might just be able to come back around in a surprise flank if VARREL are not wise to it. The trips can slow things down. And there you go. Not much
Why isn't Deadlock more common against Neon? Because such an ideal world to hit that grav net on a Neon before he's sect on you, but in reality it's pretty hard.
For the neural theft, quite perfectly actually. Easy body. Zuna struggling now as Klaus is dealt with, and there's nowhere for Zuna to go. He was always going to be a
Like
dead
on
man.
paper I understand the
ZETA
theory,
now
in
two on
reality
the
that
trot.
Neon's just sliding on you as you've equipped it and you're getting judged.
Yeah, that's what you can do when you have a Sentinel on your team. The Cyphers kind of slow things down. You have extra information. VARREL going fast.
But the stun can work. I mean, he's just slid through the stun and then he still hits the judge shot.
That's what can happen for this team as well at times. I mean, quick on the triple peaks. It's just clear.
Like again, I get the theory, but
Yeah. I mean, that's probably how I would be reacting to one of those last couple of rounds as well. It was a bit madness. Wanted to see a bit more here from ZETA, but Shota taking matters into his own hands, and Absol's there to help out as well. It's a multi-pronged offense, aka defense from ZETA.
yeah, but this is what they should be doing.
Yeah, slows things down when it's just one player left alive as well. Cinder.
Nice kill. Bit of extra damage, keeps things interesting. Spike's obviously lost on the other side of the map, so we can't have everything we want if our name is Cinder.
Yeah, especially for Cinder as well, who hasn't really been
Vice is the best counter? Yeah, Vice is one of the better counters.
Man of the hour.
Sage is better than the Deadlock for it.
The current economy.
At least you get double store.
Quack, if you had to choose.
Oh, Jordan Mace.
Just put your,
no.
That's not what I was setting you up for, but I appreciate
And it's not like
on the server right now, it's
on contact, it's just on the floor forever. Well, it's on the floor for time.
Klaus. Yeah, it might have just turned back around. I mean, 2 and 5 right now, but he's got the showstopper. He's been pretty good on the previous maps.
Early days on this map, I'm not prepared to write him off yet.
I agree. Are we actually thinking about, you got a full,
30 seconds
minute
left.
previously. Well, 30 seconds now. But that's a high low. There's just no chance.
Yeah. NT. That's all you can say.
True that. All the ults online, though, almost, for VARREL in the next. And that's where I really do kind of want to see what this entire comp is about. You have the Armageddon you can kind of work off of, but safe to say, on a map like this...
What's your opinion on the G-Lie comp on Lotus? I mean, it's fine. It's one-dimensional, but if teams don't push aggro against it, then it will win.
Wanting to take aggressive or active control on one of the 4 lanes, that's very...
They forever use that comp, man. If there's one thing I know about China is they can't anti-stuff. But it would work really well in China. It worked against Sentinels as well, so it's not just the Chinese teams. But
One trip, which has obviously been dealt with. Orbital out. VARREL will get the plan. Showstopper in doesn't
Dude,
quite
how did that
manage to
do
do a whole
nothing?
lot, but VARREL still getting what they need. Eco, XDLL chiming in, but back to a 2v3 is not going to make life interesting for them at all. Klaus drop. That's a nice peek from Eco.
Inder's going to have to send his molly pretty early here.
Molly in the smoke as well to make sure that there's no player inside of it. Half defuse, not quite going to be
Big
secured.
kill right there.
Sooner,
Molly lands now.
it's a headshot through onto Sugar Zero, and without that half, it's going to be nigh impossible.
Yeah, it was a nice try. Tried to block it and have a corner.
With all of that delay util that was available for Zuna and Cinder, but especially without the half,
all right.
life even more difficult. VARREL
Not bad, man.
find their fourth, and I feel like that
ZETA should be okay with this, though. They did good damage.
What VARREL actually want to achieve with this comp.
Yes, the delays, right? I mean, you got Zexy to kind of kick things off, but the Armageddon out towards the top of drop, I guess, and that's ultimately a lot of space control onto the actual spike itself. But that's why I kind of question the orbital strike from ZETA as well. They kind of dropped it early on, trying to block off players from assaulting their spawn side, but didn't really do much else. Now back into it again.
Oh my god, no double stun, triple stun.
To the jumping Neon, it's another faster round out here for VARREL. They'll just try and barrel their way into A, but they've been kind of stopped at the gate. So one kill from Sugar Zero that really gives VARREL pause for thought. Try a different approach this time through Sand. It might be a multi-sweep from ZETA, and you'd think that should work out. It's actually not as clean as it could have been. Cinder for the double on the back end, pulls it back to a 2-on-2. Now Eco is going to try and activate late in the round. You wouldn't be expecting another player over towards A, but indeed there is one.
Little lineup on it.
Eco for the double.
Awesome down to an Eco.
Never would have thought. He's been kind of silent the whole day because he's been relegated to support duty onto the initiators, but all of a sudden...
Why is Teo good on Fracture? I mean, the Fury is good drone map, good after plant util, good ult map.
Well, that's kind of what happens.
Probably the best map for Teo's ult for sure. The double delay, once you get the plant, everyone plays retake, you pretty much always get a plant on it. Not a bad Teo map at all.
And this time around, it's ZETA being able to find that slight moment where, even though XDL was on that long...
Fracture is one of those maps where just every agent's good, to be honest.
Hero plays back and forth. We're tied up now, and ZETA unfortunately, VARREL unfortunately won't really have enough to buy up.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it, that the players that have been performing for ZETA so far today, I mean, in particular,
is there a long tech pause? It wasn't that long.
Absol was good on the second map. Have been the players that have kind of been.
There was a small tech pause.
On map 3.
Someone burst their
like we're getting,
hand warmer.
Across the board performance from VARREL, as has been the case on those first couple of maps as well. But I think where this really opens back up is if Absol or Shota kind of find their feet a little bit. That's maybe where that.
Do any of these games matter? Not really. Bit of pride. Don't want to be winning no games in a year.
Well, sometimes you just got that vibe.
That's what that sign said. Chen Li is Beautiful. There we go. A little bit of Korean.
Do I think Kovacs is a good tool? I mean, sure.
But hey, we got VARREL back in again.
I think any kind of aim train is good.
Up to those ults and,
as long as you know what you need to improve on.
Other than that, though, it is ZETA, and you can kind of understand why the kill feed happens to play out this way.
Right.
All the entry duelists, dive duelists,
yes,
unfortunately, kind of having to sack their lives.
Space creators, let's just call them.
Ooh.
At this point,
a lot of terminology.
I mean, what else are they going to do, right? Just jump in and die. Someone's got to do it.
Well,
take one for the team.
The timing on this might be incredible. One solo site. The Waylay might have just had two rotating.
All the rotations in now.
XDLL will be the first one on the chopping block this round. Shota getting his one.
Spike down A.
One is not quite what he'd have been looking for, but still, it's better than nothing. VARREL doing a lot with a little, though. They've only got a few sheriffs to work with, and that seems like it might well be enough. Convergent paths. It's not
30
quite
seconds left.
going to be converted.
Here we go.
Absol dealt with. What a shot
oh
from
boy.
LP. And Klaus in with
they
another.
picked the right side on this one.
Have pulled off a miracle round.
Again, we've seen this.
I think they hit some nice shots as well.
Oh my goodness, Jordan.
Appreciate the tier 1 thank you for the 4 months, man. Cleat. How I say it? Cleat? Or Clout? Clout, surely. An aimer? Nah, dude, I was just AWP abuser.
All the effort from the rolling thunder to the converged paths at the end, overdrive even. And all it took was just careful peeks off of little pieces of information around the door.
Precision shooting.
Oh yeah, that's Project A. Just doesn't feel entirely tactical sometimes, but you can kind of see around the map as well now. VARREL starting to look for different.
The timing on this looks rough.
For pathing.
Dude, he's got way more trust in a breach flash than any player in the world.
Then you have to hang back, disengage, while Zexy might have some other plans.
Timing important here in the brim head-to-head. It'll go the way of Sugar Zero, which is obviously important.
Yeah, I mean, it's good reactions. The team, again, they can't get any info.
They still don't know exactly where VARREL's going to end up, and now that information's starting to come through, but it's perhaps a little bit too late to get those 2 A players across. LP for one on the entry. XDL will drop the hat, get the info. VARREL looking to push forward into his position to eventually overwhelm him. Spike not yet planted though. It's been a pretty decent hold.
That's
from
good
ZETA.
molly.
Slowed VARREL down enough that the rotates come
God, it's a
through,
really good
and
molly.
Nico and Sugar Zero will make short work of the 2v2.
And once again, we are tied up. I mean, that's how things happen down on Fracture, I guess. Slight collisions back and forth, but the sudden call to rotate around. I mean, the peak from Sugar Zero is huge because it just gives that much information, but the multi-kill from XDL, just onto its tower, it's been quite, I guess, difficult for Sexy to be able to dig him out of that position. Clearly,
I want to hang out with those guys.
I know.
You know, get me there, man.
Got a huddle that can one-shot everyone.
Tokyo.
LP has heavy armor.
Anyway, that's by the by.
These are the rounds I've been working on, though. The ones where they get over towards the site, it's just about planting.
A fast flank coming actually through here from Shota. So if they take a little bit too long, they're going to get stabbed in the back. But Zexy,
why Sugar Zero going on his own?
His way forward. Dislodges Sugar Zero. That's going to start to make the inroads that they need. Shota, though, as mentioned, comes in behind, catches Zuna. Now XDLL, not quite in for 2. Doing enough to keep this one looking stable for ZETA. Shota is doing what he does best, and that is dispatching of heads. Oh, LP's doing the same.
Oh, that's nice, dude. That was sick. Oh my god, look at it. He can't believe it. He actually can't believe it. That was nice, bro. Oh, I didn't know about the headshot angle on site. That's rough.
That's amazing. Around that. Looks incredibly chaotic, definitely. I mean, smokes all around.
I thought that was a wrap for ZETA, like, come on.
Yeah.
And what a round this is. Dude, look at how many bullets he's got the whole time. 7 it starts.
I mean, I guess he didn't think that he was going to stop. He was so stop right at the end. Every stay of the week. And suddenly, there we go. That's the VARREL that we've been wanting to see.
They go for the jing, but he's already past the angle. Well, that's nice saturate. Mate, you hit it.
Absol is in the thick of it at the moment.
Okay. They lost him.
Knock someone up into the air. Some control over the site.
Oh, hey, hang on. It's all happening now, Quack. 2 from Absol. As he ducks away behind that smoke. Sugar Zero with the stinger. Now Absol for 3.
How's everyone winning their duel?
Cross the T, dot the I, finish off this half with the round that they want.
Ooh, you've got 1 minute.
Do have time.
Go over to A.
Well, not really an option anymore.
Yeah,
just has to win the fight and can't. 2 players.
They're just focused on like trying to get out of there.
6-6. It is a tied scoreline. That's your take now. Do you have a take? The brains turn to mashed potato.
Japan wins. The fans win. We win today. This is an amazing match to watch. It's so tough to really get a good read over. I mean, think about the past 2 rounds. These have been like half buys, and on the half buys is where they win.
Okay, let me mute this again so we don't get wrecked. They did good hit. It's a good recovery, to be honest. Fracture? Not really. It depends on... No one... at the moment, it's attack-sided because no one goes aggressive on defense. The average is like a 7-5, I would say, on attack. But I think if you are more aggressive on defense, you can even it out a little more. What the hell? That's so weird, bro.
Aren't amazing. Kills pucking opponents out of the air. And at the same time for ZETA as well to be able to respond in kind. Eco with that slight response. Sugar Zero being able to pull out the numbers for ZETA. But now you swap sides. And then the question becomes, how does VARREL's composition work on the defense?
It's a big question, isn't it? I think maybe for Absol and Shota as well, it'll be a little bit more freedom on the attack that they might appreciate. Shota
God, they push out during the stun.
With it, but he has just run straight into a breach. So what are you going to do? Die, really, is the answer. And ZETA looking pretty good to start this pistol off.
Well, you die and you run across over the B site. Maybe you get the spike down and just call it a day.
Sugar Zero still trying to make some noise, pull a bit of info, and he's done a pretty good job of...
He did great to get one, really.
Through, but Cinder's still over.
Two of them kind of disappeared on his... Whoa.
Flash goes through, everybody's blind. Absol recovers better.
Oh. Wait, are they going to win this one?
There might be something in this one. It's a good
No, yeah, they might win this.
For the ZETA players, Eco and Absol. That's really slowed VARREL down. They were
got a good little crossfire.
This B site, but now they are going to try and play it a little bit more methodically. Jump spot confirms the information that they haven't really progressed too far forward. Absol
stuns back
is on the alternate side of this peak, and he'll
I can't
get
believe
one.
they won that.
Eco, the other, and ZETA somehow
I cannot believe they won that.
The unwinnable pistol.
Oh my god. Replay guy, let's get on top of that, because that was an insane play from both Absol and Eco. The flash coming over in towards Canteen.
Yeah, the
Absol
flash slide was kind of sick, but
around just to try to dodge flash.
I mean,
Still gets hit by the flash.
The fact that Sugar Zero gets one is mad on its own.
For the plant to come in, and then the fault line
But
just
then,
so happens
I mean, what is
to
Zexy doing there, really?
play,
His team is so far away from him.
Yeah, but I mean, not even that. It's just like such a tough crossfire to break with that 90-degree angle difference. Like, you're going to have to expose yourself to both of the players at the same time, even if the fault line's not in there. I think that's a really tough retake for VARREL.
Always going to be that. Definitely true.
Either way, going to have another crack at it here as ZETA make their way towards a LP, continuing to get work done, but can't do much against Absol up close and personal. The judge in hand takes that sight down. Where's the plan, guys? Gotta get the plan.
There we go. Perhaps some utility can come back online. Some seconds away. Otherwise, for VARREL, though, just trying to set up for, hopefully, just exits. Let's not donate alt points to Eco, who is like 3 away. Absol is 3 away. You're going to inch closer, though.
Klaus is going to have a bit of a look. Now Zexy's turn as well.
Blinding.
It's probably about as expected in terms of the way that plays out.
As soon as
he's going to be cleared too. Ooh, kill. Good kill. You'll take it. One's better than none, but 8-6 for ZETA. Starting this second half nicely.
Fair enough. Eco is 1 away from Rolling Thunder, though. That's where I do maybe get a little bit nervous. There are 4 orbs on this map to contend for, and you never quite know what could happen. But something tells me neither team is about to slow down. Full head-on collision. With the buys coming back in on the next. Not a lot of losses, I think, for ZETA, so...
Doing okay bonus, though.
Still a potential chance.
Yeah, you got that judge. Surely with a comp with no Senti, they just go super aggro instantly.
Quite a number of ZETA players. Has brought VARREL predominantly across the A. You've still got Cinder over there. Keeping an eye on
We push forward.
You can't hit Absol. That's
What are they doing, man?
He's back and forth and he's in your face and he's got 2. Klaus now trying to salvage on the other side of the site. It's also not going to go well. But LP continues to frag, but maybe it's just...
Looking over for VARREL? Oh, if they do that, for sure.
Still some util online, though, but then suddenly ZETA takes control over the situation.
Forces Sugar Zero out. Now 2 more to find. Flashing his way forward into sand, doesn't see anything.
Only just down to the spike where, oh, really? Rolling Thunder?
Yeah, why not?
I guess so. Let's him get the half.
Yeah, if he has it, why not?
LP, you know, low-key kind of making this one a bit interesting. If he hits a shot here, hang on. Time's ticking, peeks through, he goes dead! How has he won that?
Yeah, that's mad. Dude, some of the rounds this guy's winning. The 1v3 was nuts. This is another 1v3 and it's an ace altogether. He's so good.
Absolutely wild.
He's literally hit by the camera the whole time during this. He's tanking breach ults.
Game of the season that they absolutely deliver this.
Mate, this guy is the only reason right now that VARREL is looking competitive on this map.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
Oh
my god.
Had it halved. Lands the shot.
He's done it again. That's 2 insane
Guys,
clutches
saving him,
same
dude.
map.
How is this still close?
I mean, you have to be here. You have to have been there back in Pacific.
Why not double swing that? I'm just trying to play time.
This is what this team was made for. When they get going, and they get the whole crowd going with them, it works out incredibly well against ZETA, who has
Kind of
the
messed
lead
up by
right
letting
now,
him half it at the beginning,
Never
really.
entirely sure how the rest of it could go. Alt now online for LP. Meanwhile, ZETA still has the gun.
Why, oh, after they wanted to get pure info with the camera? Like, you can understand everything they
like
did.
You're getting towards the end of the book, if that's my analogy that I'm going to go to, and then you all of a sudden realize there's another 10 chapters that you weren't expecting.
Do these teams beat EG? Nah, probably not.
I'll take more LP clutches like that. I would read another one of those books.
100%. I think this was the first ace of today as well.
I think you might be right, yeah.
Nitsworth with the tier 1. Appreciate the 16 months.
Put your name on top.
Right.
I mean, there's no better way to go out at the end of the season than this.
I mean, look, it's been a fun game. There's no doubt about that. Shota, he's going to try and say to LP, anything you can do, I can do
it's
better.
good though. It's a good answer back.
Nice start to this round, but gonna need more.
I wouldn't mind VARREL going for this kind of play every round though.
Tagged up.
Or at least just trying to break the camera topside.
Really have a lot of assistance,
Like, they gotta do something.
Should just be a dead man. Somehow he survived, and
The
Klaus
savior. Savior kill on sight.
double. That's a little bit lackluster.
Bro, the individuals, man, are keeping this alive. They really are.
Pull them back, but it's not really enough to trouble us just yet.
He's gonna get spotted out as well. Ooh. Okay.
That's a good shot. How much more has he got?
Got a cage to get this.
2 players doubled up, same position. LP alive, by the way. Cage is going to allow him to grab the spike and duck around the corner to safety. He's going to fake the plan. Back off. It's a quick push, though, from VARREL. They're going to very
What's he gonna do? Hide here the whole time?
that he has not planted.
Might work.
Yeah, you're just never quite sure what's on the other side.
It might work.
So you kind of want to work around
30
what you
seconds
do
left.
have, which is this site.
I think he has to wait longer than this, but...
Opponents are so close.
It's a shame they just saw him. Man, if he had waited like 15 extra seconds, I reckon that has a lot of potential.
Cancelled. Gonna try it again. Can't keep tapping. Got to go.
10 seconds left.
Connected. So XDL is in a bit of trouble here. It was a very, very patient approach from VARREL.
Yeah,
but
it
they got the
wasn't.
job
It
done.
wasn't a bad idea.
Yeah. That ties up the score.
Dude, more individuals though, just winning it for VARREL.
I mean, perhaps not just really anticipating the potential utility to come back. I mean, then again, with how explosive every single round has been, it's tough to keep track of it. But as you go back into how it actually all plays out, the rolling thunder that gets sent across just kind of throws a spanner in the works. At the same time, Klaus and LP are just able to find little 1v1s, the big taps, I think, out from the position of tower. And it's that sharp shooting from VARREL, again, that kind of keeps them alive in these moments, in these stakes. Let's go back to ZETA, who have the slight half by now.
Absol, he wants to get in there nice and quick. Has the overdrive, but
Whoa.
it's not
I mean,
going to work out.
Chat.
So Acer sort of opened up anyway.
It's fine.
I suppose you'll take it as Zeta,
You
but
got him the space.
a lot available for the retake here for VARREL. They're going to go early. Spike plant just going down. Zeta haven't even quite properly recovered, but Sugar Zero is in.
No.
It doesn't matter. Zexy's impossible to hit anyway. He's sliding all over the place, and XDL will at best maybe find an exit on the way through here, but spammed out by LP. Man, LP can do no wrong. This guy might be the GOAT.
Yeah, of today especially. Oh my goodness. You gotta give some credit to Zexy in this round as well, and that judge just being able to dive headfirst back in. Absol, you know, slight staggered approach does give Zeta a lot of space. They tried to work their way around the spawn chokes as well, but then the hits come in, and everything's just once again thrown into chaos where you're seeing Zexy run away into sight. But
Guy just one-taps everyone.
Cuts that stinger, and it's not accurate enough. So
We have a London approved. Neil, last week, mate. Where have you been?
For a fourth if the alts are worked right. Convergent paths. And
I started believing week 3.
Potentially. Yeah.
I said I could see the vision. Week 4, I was in.
Not over-committing to either side. And it's going to be a B hit straight up from Zeta. The showstopper totally unnecessary.
Yeah, full retakes out of VARREL.
I put the pressure on as well now. I've said you're the best team in the EMEA right now. It's a win-win for me, man, because if you're not, I get to flame you guys. If you are, I just say, hey, told you so.
And fortunately, things again not quite playing out the way you'd want them to for VARREL. That has gone very wrong.
Come on.
Zuna forgot what team he was on maybe for a second there, but it's all good. 5 on 3, maybe still recoverable here for VARREL. They've got the half at the very least. That's something, but it's not enough.
Yeah, down to the trades. Zeta's going to be able to control it. They had players out towards tree, out towards spawn, and it's just difficult at that point. Being able to take the gunfights. I mean, VARREL again.
Might have been a stick it. I think the smoke ran out.
Just nice.
I don't know if he peeked down.
You know, you're lacking information on the site, so when you're dumping those
you got
like
lost,
that,
man.
It's just rough guesswork, and sometimes it just doesn't pay off, and Zeta managed to play around that.
It's crazy.
Really
the
nicely.
only way you can take down LP is if he's team killed. He's just too good that, you know, they need to give him a handy.
Top side crunch 4 here.
Hey, we're 9-9 now. It's a little bit early to make jokes.
Wait, that was a nice stun in the end.
Escape
Whoa.
VARREL's grasp.
Okay, Orbital. Go down there just to try
it's
to
not
get
the
Zeta
best
back out of
ult, man.
dodge. There's so much happening in this round. They are completely surrounded, but XDL might be able to find a cheeky timing out from B main as well. It's trying to start taking the site. Pushing their way forward. Zexy smoked off. Plant is going to be secured. So the 4-on-5 ensues for Zeta here as they now try to hold off against the retake, and Sugar Zero has a big job to do in that department. How does he get away with 2 there? That needs to be traded by Zuna. A little bit of a mishap now for VARREL as Zeta start to pull themselves ahead in this round. LP and Zexy have to conjure somewhat
Almost as if that util could have been bounced off the right wall if he really wanted to do it safe. But
fights that he wants. He's been given space, but he hasn't seen anybody, and the longer this goes, the worse it'll get. There's one for LP. Tap on the spike from Zexy, but they know time is going to be too much of a factor, and so they're going to get out.
Well, we haven't had an overtime yet, but honestly,
what a position from Shota.
The way that VARREL are winning rounds, man, it is just individuals.
Now Sugar Zero as well.
They will not get out.
Oh,
so no weapons retained. It's a bit of a hit to the economy.
Damn. I mean, you kind of saw things settle down for a second, but this one...
When do we get to see Nilzinho in the skirmish? That's the real question, actually. You're right.
Without clearing it with the...
He might be too scared.
And then you get caught with the animation out in hand. Really sucks.
Don't say such horrible things. Talk about the overtime.
Now Zeta's taking the lead.
Can't you feel it?
Coach TK9, but... Not entirely sure how
He retired after playing scrims for 2 months in the off-season when Reigns was away. Holy. Neil, what was your worst ever scoreline in the scrims?
Helmed by VARREL. but ZETA,
You must have a good one here.
Ish approach seemed to be
As in just like individual scoreline.
Go back in with a Rolling Thunder, XDL for some potential information off neural theft. Once again, if you're able to kind of string these rounds together,
11 to 20, that's your worst. Jesus, get you back on the server if anything, mate. That's legit, I would say.
More rounds and the wind could be knocked out of their sails.
Right. Yeah, I mean, there's not that many rounds left in this series, to be fair. So, yeah.
Are we doing judge abuse or?
ZETA and you're pretty much over the line.
So keep the economy honest.
That's funny.
But for ZETA, though, that many more fans over in viewing parties in Japan, they're going to take things cautiously off.
Achilles, how are you avoiding timeouts for this long?
Spawn and then begin their approach down to 130.
It's a fake, if anything. Going straight back over to A.
I like that VARREL's kind of being quiet around the fakes as well, though. Not really selling out too much of a reaction.
Genuine question, what makes online tourneys worse than LAN? I mean, people could be cheating. That's a good one. You have ping advantage in terms of swinging. That's another big one. People crumble with the pressure of like being an audience there as well, instead of sitting in your pants at home. Just way more legit, man.
Wow. Hearing footsteps. Now he's on the hunt.
It's a good one. Flash around the corner.
It's nice to have a fair, even playing ground where everyone's on the same PC, the same setup, same monitor, same everything, same chairs.
Now finally they can have a crack, but it's taken them so long that ZETA are so prepared. Cinder the only one to find a frag. Will be dealt with accordingly. ZETA up to 11. Timeout for VARREL.
Yeah, if you think Neon's bad, man, wait until you see some online qualifiers when Neon's looking like this. We're seeing Neon slide with no ping right now. Neon sliding with 40 ping, holy.
This is where the timeout really has to come in.
No one's shooting him.
That's why it's all set up for the potential final full buy. At this point, when the scoreline is down to 11, a single mistake and you go up to match point, or series point, I should say. Big Rolling Thunder.
Who's the biggest onliner in Valor history? I mean, there is a really obvious answer to that.
Potentially end this series.
Claim their first win of the season too. Take that. Good way to finish.
Answer it is Nisal, bro.
To the playoffs. Again,
literally the best statistical player in Valorant. Soon the LAN comes out, he disappears.
Going to be hearing all of that. Falling the rotate across.
More noise.
Oh, Klaus in and out. Oh, Shoto's going to be pushed out of position, but gets out okay for now. And the re-aggression onto Cinder is going to be too much to do.
Who is that? He's a guy that started playing at the beginning of the game. He cheated in 6 other games. But apparently he didn't cheat in Valorant.
This will be their 12th. LP has fought so hard for this map, but he's just not getting the help he needs.
First strike with Team Heritage.
Really?
I saw their desperation.
I mean, again, you kind of see the cogs in the machine churning, the slight human recon with the, waylay dash light speed, refracting back, you get the...
He definitely wasn't using radar hack.
There's not much
By
else
far the
around
best player to touch Valorant.
Despite the calls, the team's just not not being able to find more space off of the key pieces of utility dumped in, and ZETA are just...
Okay, 3 goes at it. Honestly, I'm surprised the VARREL managed to get 9, really.
Down south side spawn, they hold up, anticipating aggression from VARREL.
Yep.
Don't start it, Des. Don't start it.
Zuna
Just leave it.
Outside A main. I wonder if that disrupts the plan. Does ZETA change off of that? Doesn't look as though they're going to move. Happy to back themselves.
A VOD review of his game? I don't want to do that.
Trying to clear things out.
Quick little checks, you exchange utility for information, and decided to end up on B, where I guess you're pretty confident.
Yeah, he's the biggest onliner
this
ever.
Portion of the map is
no doubt.
Enforced. Still have a lot of flashes and everything to launch the assault, but the spike, not a full commitment.
Oh.
He slipped in.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's kind of owned them a little bit. Look at that mini-map.
VARREL's relaying this information over as well. That's why
Drac J with the prime. I appreciate that as well. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you.
It's awkward though. Like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. You've got to watch both angles, right? And now
Could he save K-Corp?
hit on A. They've
For the online qualifiers, for
still got to
sure.
worry about Shota. He's now spotted LP out, but Klaus
Spike
catches Shota, back turn. LP did drop in the meanwhile, so ZETA happy still with the proceedings of 4-on-4 in the post plan here. It should be enough to get this over the
that's
line.
it.
Finish off VARREL finally. One last time. Sugar Zero brings it down to 2. It's just Zuna and Cinder alive, and they are not even finding any inroads in onto the site. Zuna got a couple,
very nice for
but of
ZETA.
course
They're
it's
on the
not
board.
enough. 13 on the board.
Mini's not that
ZETA
much of a
Division
fraud.
have their first win of the season in their
It's
last
his
game
first win.
of the season. And unfortunately, VARREL will be the team to walk away winless in this group.